What's up? What's up? Lord Skunk here, LordSkunk.com, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes live show. What's going on, peeps? We're doing this little tier 7 raid. Um, see, what are we on? We're on phase 2. Phase 2. See who I got left. I did pretty good. I was pretty happy for a minute there. I was number 1 for a minute. Didn't have the greatest run. 2 runs ago, I did like 977k damage, which was really good. It was the best I think I've done so far. We typically only do, only get to do like one or two phases. So that one was good. This one not as good on phase 1. Phase 1 is where you pick up a lot of that damage in tier 7. I just didn't quite get it compared to some of these other guys. They just had a little bit better runs than me. They're trying out some different teams too. I'm sticking with, right now I'm doing Phasma, Qui-Gon Jinn, Geo, Rey, and Rex. And I tried that other team. Some other people talk about like Ewok and Ewok Elder and Tebow and stuff like that. It's just slow, dude. It's just too slow for me. I'm out on that program. So let's see what we can put in for right now. Put in. Let's do old Ben, Ayla, Leia, Fives, and Rey, since we saved her. Let's just try it and see what happens. Just see what happens here. What's up, Retreat? Retreat is in the house. What's up? If you're watching in the chat, go ahead and say what's up. Twitch, Hitbox, YouTube, and Beam. Beam is where we're at right now. Ooh, I should have stealthed her. Dang it. Why didn't I do that? I'm going to retreat because it was dumb. So hopefully we're not in phase 3 yet. Oh, we're in phase 3 now. Okay. Well, whatever. It is what it is. So. Could have brought Taunter. But we're just going to do our thing. So let's stealth Leia. Get that little bonus. And then Rey's going to hit it. Ayla. Okay, great. Perfect. So this is going to drop on him. Resisted that. He always resists that. Yeah, I lost Qui-Gon Jinn, GS, Phasma, and Rex in phase 1. A little counteraction there. Nice. I'm just like trying out different teams on this stuff too. I mean, the raids go by so fast for tier 7 that you don't have a ton of time. So it's just fun to throw in different characters, try it out. It's not like we have to worry about not making the not finishing the raid. And with the way they have the reward set up right now, other than like the credits, the Han Solo shards and stuff like that, I mean, your pieces, we got people that are like really low on the leaderboards that get like full droid callers and stuff like that. Like I've never even seen a droid caller. So, I finished number 1 in the raids before. I finished, number 29, which it seems to be a hot spot. People think that 29 is a good number to get, full pieces or whatever. I finished all over the map, and I just haven't seen one. So, unfortunately. So I just say whatever. Just put in different characters and all that. It's not that big a deal to be number 1. I guess if you're really trying to get those Han Solo shards or whatever, I guess yeah, it could be. But I mean, for me, I'll get it when I get it. It's just I learned about this game. It's patience, man. You got to have a lot of patience in this game. Oh, yeah, no, it's okay. Okay, killed old Ben. All right, just keep these girls alive here. Now this is ladies' night. Okay, we got this new event out. Haven't tried it yet. I saved it so I could check it out on the screen with you guys. So we'll check that out a little bit later. See if Ray can hang in there. Okay, you know what? We'll try to escape her. I mean, I don't think I'll get her. I got her twice. Wow, I got her twice in a raid. I got her escaped. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I got us 240 some K, whatever. Whatevs. Okay, let's get back in there. Now we're in the end phase, so we need to just throw people in and get them going. We're going to put in, let's do Ewoks just for fun. Let's just do Ewoks for fun. Throw Ray in there with them, see what happens. Actually, yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Stick that on auto. Oh, I probably should not do auto yet. Let me just make sure I get a heal off with Ewok auto. I think he probably would. Well, if he doesn't die, yeah, he's dead. Great. Well, whatever. Just let it go auto. This will go fast now. The raid will be over pretty quick. So we gotta try to just get whatever little damage we can get. Okay, battle. This one, let's throw in Barris, I guess. Lumi. We'll kind of go more of a Jedi type deal. We can throw in Han, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just let him go. Let him go crazy. How's everybody's weekend, man? Everybody have a good weekend? Hope you did. Getting into that summertime. Uh-oh, there goes Lumi. There goes Han. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay in the chat. Tell me. Tell me. Come on, Yoda. You can do this. Oh, he did, too. Weekend was really good, man. It was nice weather. Okay, let's throw in Dooku. And I guess Royal Guard. He's not going to do a lot for us, but we'll just see what happens. Just got to get whatever little damage we can get in before the raid ends. It'll probably be over. Jedi Clone Dan is here. I always want to say Caius. I hope I'm saying that right. Ryan's here. Jack Boy, Retreat. What's up? Appreciate you guys coming out. I got some Galactic Wars. I got some other stuff we can get through. Saved all my stuff mainly. Doc, I'll bring somebody back. No, didn't bring anybody back. Alright, well, then just die. Hurry up and die. Quickly. Okay, last team here. Oh, we got one more team we can get in. Boom. One more team. Let's just get them in there. Grand Patron's in the house. What's up, Grand Patron? We got 8% left, dude. We got in just at the very end. This will be our last, real team, too, besides our level 1 Grand Moff Tarkin that can come in. So we'll get a last little bit of damage. Little bit of baby damage here. Yeah, got us an extra 8K. Whatever, right? We'll take it. Okay, let's see where we ended up. Wow, these guys are putting up some big damage. They take it way more serious than I do now, obviously. Well, am I that? I can't be that low. No, I can't be. I gotta be up. Where am I? I passed myself. Yeah, number 8. Yeah, number 8, whatever. So one. So he was only 400K higher than me. These guys like map out their stuff and they take a lot of time and effort. I don't have. I mean, I like that. That's cool. They do that. I just don't really want to spend that much time setting it up. I like my team because it's super fast. They just get in there, they do what they need to do, and I can move on. So, but congrats to those guys. That's really cool. What's up, Shaddy? Is that Shaddy Ismail? Glacial Fury, Log Off, Ryan, Christoph. Nice, nice. Update will typically come out. Seems like they come out on Tuesdays. So they did have this big, just they had that big EA Play. I'm not sure if you guys checked it out, but they had this big EA Play. You can go to EA.com and it's like Play 2016 or something like that, or just Google EA Play 2016. They put some stuff on there. They talked a little bit about Galaxy of Heroes. They had like a little what's new coming up with the Star Wars deal. I'm not sure if you guys know, but EA bought the rights to Star Wars. You know, like it's a multi-million, like multi-year deal, and you know they're doing all stuff. Like if you see that Battlefront, you know they put on like the consoles and stuff like that for Star Wars. But I watched a little bit of that trailer. They showed some stuff. They showed R2 in there, so that's something to check out, man. They showed R2. Maybe we'll look at that later in the show. Okay, they showed R2 doing something in an arena battle or something like that, and he was spewing oil on the enemy. So that was kind of cool. Because we were talking the other day, we were trying to figure out, okay, how would they put these characters in? What would their powers be? So that was pretty cool. That that they showed R2 in there. So I don't know if that's like just something they were showing and just like some potential gameplay. If that's something they plan on doing, I would figure if they have him in the game and he's got powers and he could actually be viable in some type of battle, then yeah, I'm sure they're gonna release R2 at some point. So, yeah, Glacial Fury, R2-D2 confirmed. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I haven't had a lot of time to check that out, but I did go on their site for just a little bit today. I just wanted to see what they announced, because they've been posting about it on Twitter. And then I had my my 9-year-old daughter show me how to add them on Snapchat, because they had some type of Snapchat where they were doing stuff live, I guess, from the event. So, try to check that out a little bit, too. But I think the easiest way to do it is just go Google EA Play 2016. It'll take you to their website, and you can see it all there. All right, so that's that question. Now, the other question was about Leia going to arena shipments. Man, okay, so I put up that video talking about Leia, and I answered that question quite a bit. Actually, I kind of went over that in that video. If you haven't seen it, it was a segment taken from our last live show. We kind of give a character overview of Leia, kind of some tips on how to play her and whatnot, for those that don't have her or haven't played her yet. Of all the characters that are still in Chromium, which would be like Kit Fisto, Ayla, Leia, I think that here they are right here. I just think that Ayla would have been the better choice. I mean, Leia is it was kind of cool just having her in there. It's kind of cool if she was the last one, to make it to free to play. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. She's a great character. I played against her a lot. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. It's not like it's going to change anything that much. But no, it's cool. I mean, I'm glad other people are going to get a chance to have her. She's a really cool character. I mean, obviously, Leia, she's she's a Skywalker. So, Tassine said, did we hit it all at the same time? Yeah. Well, what we do is we all go in on phase 1. And we all attack it, and then we don't finish it. Like we don't complete it until we start the raid at 7, I think 7 p.m. Eastern, and we don't finish phase 1. We don't hit okay on phase 1 until 7:30, and then after 7:30, then we pretty much just zerg it. So everybody gets a chance then to do phase 1. Everybody gets a chance to put up big damage, because obviously that's where your big damage is going to come from, is phase 1. So I would do that. We tried it. It was the first time we did it. The last raid that we did, and the feedback was everybody really liked it. They thought it was pretty cool. It was exciting. They could try different team comps. They could try different phases, this and that. So, yeah. So it's cool. It's cool. Jared, what's up? Retreat. I'm in the freezing cold. I'm going to die. Why are you in the freezing cold? Thoughts on Kylo Ren? Kylo Ren, man, I'm kind of considering him. Phasma is my lead in Arena. I've always liked Phasma. I like I like her kit, that she has, her abilities and stuff. So I do like Phasma. I was kind of thinking maybe Kylo Ren, First Order TIE Pilot, just to kind of try out that First Order synergy. But man, I just don't see enough from those two to beat out like Leia, Rey, some of these other characters that are on my team, Geo too. So, I don't know. I think there's better characters that you could work on than Kylo Ren right now. If that's what you're asking me, I think there's other options out there. Risira Kanja. I'm not sure if I said that right, but hey, what's up? I'm seeing a lot of new faces, a lot of new names, man. Welcome. Welcome to the live show. And do you know when Leia will be in arena shipments? I think they typically do those updates on Tuesday, but man, you just never know. Sometimes they'll I don't know. They're not like, they don't have like a set schedule. Like there's some game developers and some games that they like every or when they release updates, they release them always on Thursdays or whatever. These guys they just kind of put them out when I guess when they're ready or when they want to put them out. So I don't know. I can't give you like a definitive. I can't tell you based on history, hey, it's going to definitely be this day. Because we used to do that, and then they changed it. It seemed like every time we would say that. So who knows? Plus, they just had that EA Play thing. So that might have, they were probably all at that EA Play doing that thing, that like convention or whatever. So who knows? I will buy the crap out of R2-D2 or a character who I know. Tomatron said, yeah, R2-D2, yeah, that could be interesting to see him. Ben Y, just a quick question about Discord. I got an invite, but I'm not sure what to do with the proxy. I don't know what you mean on that. I'm not sure what you mean. Like with Discord, it's super easy. You literally just click the link, and you're in Discord. You're in our Discord. That's all you have to do. They said Leia would be out after the play thing on the 14th. Okay, so yeah, so it'll be probably Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. She'll be in arena shipment. So I hope you guys have been saving up your arena tokens. If you don't have her, anyways. If you already have her, I guess it doesn't matter, but yeah, cool. Let me see here. Let's see if we got a little music. I was trying to get my my intro set up. And I was having some issues. I think what the problem was, I was having feedback from the live stream. I didn't mute the live stream. Skunk, are you going to buy R2-D2 if he's in a Rhodium? I don't think so. I don't think I'm really going to buy any packs right now. If I was, though, a Rhodium would be the pack I would buy. I would not buy Chromiums. I'm out on Chromiums now. But a Rhodium, maybe. We'd have to see. We just have to see. I like Erodiums because you do get the purple ability match. You get some credits and training droids and stuff like that. So it's kind of a, quadruple whammy or whatever. We'll see what happens. And we'll see who else they put. Usually they put extra character shards of synergistic characters. I don't know who those synergistic characters would be. So we'll just have to wait and see. But possibly. Possibly. What's up, David Bone, by the way? I got all these challenges I got to get through. I got Galactic Wars I got to get through. All kinds of good stuff. Don't forget, don't do your Galactic Wars. Don't complete your Galactic Wars for tomorrow, because if you want to try to get your 36 for the guild challenge. So I always forget to do that. So I was trying to remind myself. Okay. So while we're doing this, I got a couple things I got to do. I'm gonna let this thing play on auto, and so feel free to shoot any questions you guys have. Be more than happy to answer them. Just trying to get this on the loreskunt.com site so we have it. Normally I'd have that done. But oops. Normally I'd have that done. But I was having that technical difficulty when I started the show, so. Oh, it looks like we have a new guide posted on the site as well. So we'll check that out. I haven't actually. I made it home. I was actually late. You know, I like to start the shows at 7 p.m., but I was a little bit late. I think I started about 7:30 or something like that. So. Yeah, KDUB47 said, I wish there was a series of tier levels for a new event. Yeah, I saw that too. I haven't looked at the event yet. I wanted to save it for the show. So we'll look at that. Bear with me a minute. I went and saw the World of Warcraft, or well, not World of Warcraft, but the Warcraft movie last night. It was pretty cool. It was good. I mean, man, it could have been a lot worse if they would have, rushed it or did whatever in the past. So, or what they could have done in the past, So it was good. I'm glad that they waited, and I think it worked. It worked for what it is. It definitely worked. I saw a lot of people rate it higher than the X-Men movie that just came out, and I don't know. I mean, I think they're two different movies, but I think they were both good. It's been a pretty good year so far for movies. And then, of course, we're going to cap it off at the end of the year with Rogue One for Star Wars. So, I like seeing it. Okay, let me put it this way: for the Warcraft deal, it wasn't like most game movies that are absolutely horrendous and horrible. So that was good. That was a good sign. I was very pleased with that. So, if you guys saw it. I don't know if anybody's seen it, what they thought of it. Saint 5, what's up? After I finish Phasma, who should I farm in Galactic War? I actually have a whole video guide on Galactic War on the website that tells you step by step who to farm on that. So make sure you check that out after the show or a little bit later. It's a really good guide. It goes over some of the characters' powers and stuff like that, and it kind of tells you what order you should go in. But Phasma's great. You're gonna like her a lot when she's done. I think you really like her. So. Okay, got that up there, so that's good. Let's see, what else? What other questions do we have? Is there an easier way to get... What? Is there an easier way to get Ewok Scout? No. Ewok Scout's a slow farm, but you know what? He's a good character if you're doing Ewok synergies. He's good. It just takes you a while to get him. He's not like in Cantina battles or anything like that. He's not in any shipments, at least not that I recall. So, it just takes time to get him, but... Why are so many scoundrels being released? Jack Boy asked. I think because they're probably. I mean, really, honestly, scoundrels are probably the weakest. One of the weakest synergies in regards to teams, or I would just say kind of jacked up, really. But the other thing is that we've known, or they've been hinting at a scoundrel event for a long time now. They've been hinting at it for quite a while, and I think it's going to happen. They already said kind of in that update that be on the lookout. There's going to be more. There's going to be more updates like the Empire one they just had. Coming out soon, and so I'm assuming that we will be seeing more, and probably scoundrels will be next. So, but the Empire event, here's the thing about the Empire event. You didn't have to have Empire characters to do the Empire event. You had to have Rebels and clones to do the Empire event. So, it's just interesting. We'll just have to wait and see how it all comes together. But it's fun to speculate on it, I know. Then why? Luke Skywalker. I don't know if that's a question. It's like Luke Skywalker question mark. What do you mean? David Bone. Cad Bane's number 1 on Skunk's list. Yeah, he's absolutely not. He's number 11 or whatever. Whatever the last one is, get Cad Bane. Yeah, he's definitely not number 1. Zach Ebersol. Who do you feel is better in a Phasma-led team, Han or Royal Guard? You know what? I mean, right now, my arena team, I run Phasma with Royal Guard. I'm still working on my Han, though, so that could change as my Han gets geared up more. But I just want to see a fully maxed out Royal Guard. It's just a lot of hit points that you get with them. Yeah, as long as your Han's geared up, he's really good. You can get him to gear 11. Grand Patron got rank 1. Very nice, Grand Patron. Very nice. Very nice. I got rank 1 while I was pumping gas today. So I was low on gas, and I also saw that it was almost my payout time. I'm like, hey, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get gas, and get rank 1. Or keep rank 1. These are our homeboys, Songhammer. They were at the Warcraft premiere on the red carpet. It was pretty cool. Make sure you check that out. It's on lordscunt.com. Their little video they did of them at the red carpet, the premiere of Warcraft. That's pretty neat. Glad to have those guys in the community. Awesome dudes, man. Awesome. All right, after we do these, let's get through one more round of these, to the end of these challenges, and then we'll go check out that all-female event. You guys will get my live impression of it. I haven't checked it out. Eddie Van Kenobi, what's up, buddy? Hey, everybody, how's things going? I got number 1, too. Very nice, very nice. I love hearing that, man. Get that number 1, baby. Get those free crystals. Yeah, I think I have all the characters in Arena now. I've been going for those ability mats. At first I was like, man, I don't know, it seems kind of expensive, but what the heck, I ain't got anything else to spend it on, I mean, I guess I could buy extra shards, of characters I already have to go towards Grievous, but, the ability mats are nice too. I like getting those purple mats, trying to get some of these characters leveled and ability matted up. Guys, I got a extra special treat for you. we're going to be bringing in the eighth most famous Team Skunk member, Grande Patron. Grande, you with us? Grande, you're live. The whole world can hear you. Or not hear you right now, actually, because you're not talking. All right, let's run this with Skylynx's level 54 5-star Phasma. Let's see what we can do here. What's up? Grand Patrons in the house. Welcome. Oh, listen to this. Jedi Clone Dan. We were talking about First Order Officer last live stream. I took him to Phase 1. I took him in to Phase 1 and Arena, and he is for real with the 50% turn meter reduction. Nice. Very nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad somebody tried him out. I have him, I think, where I could 7-star him, but some of these characters, man, I'm just kind of nervous because not a lot of people run them. You know, at least in the community that, you know, I mean, you know, we got some people that are kind of... more, what do you want to say, more willing to try different things, I guess, more willing to experiment than others. You know, I like to get other people's opinions before you do that because, I mean, it just costs so much to get these characters up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, especially when it's a character that you don't like, you know, don't really have like any type of attachment to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, you know, who is First Order Officer? Are you? Come on, really? You know? So it's cool. It's cool. All right. Eddie Van Kenobi. I have a serious question here, Skunk. Should we all chip in and buy Remon a new mic? Because he always goes robo voice. LOL. I don't think it has anything to do with his mic. I don't think it does. I think it's because he always talks on mobile. Like myself and Grand Patron, I think right now is on his PC and I'm on my PC or whatever. So that's a big difference. I mean, when you're on mobile, and plus a lot of times he's traveling, like when he's on. So you can hear like, you know, him driving down the road and stuff. It's kind of funny. So yeah, cars honking, police sirens. You know, I don't know if that's the way to do it, but yeah, it's like, okay, fair enough. All right, let's finish this Droid Challenge 1, and then we're going to check out the female event. Let's see. People, this is KDUB47. People in my guild say it is because the arena team has boosted stats. Does anyone know how much they are boosted and why? I have no idea. I don't know. Well, like a lot, maybe he's referring to like what a lot of people say like about Dooku. They're like, oh, it seems like he dodges more, or like Daka. Seems like she stuns more or reses more when she's, you know, when the AI is playing them, not when you play them. So I don't know. Hey, here's a Papa Beezy's 6-star General Grievous. Let's throw that one in for fun. Really? Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Let me see. What else did I have? David Bone. Skunk, have you tried the Omega for IG88 lead and raid? I have not, because all my droids that I was doing were on my alternate account that I had, the free to play account I used to show, because I tried to show kind of both perspectives. But when Guilds came out, it kind of got too much, man. It's just too much to have multiple accounts. So I kind of put that one to the wayside. So I don't have my droids up. That's something, again, like I was saying. I mean, I really want to get my droids up. I don't know if Patron, you got droids? Yeah. Yeah, I have. I have all my droids could be 7-star. So I went and got them. I farmed them or whatever to get their shards. I just, I'd have to promote them and level them up. And I'd really like to do that, but there's all these other characters I'm trying to, I just need to decide what I want to do. If you see it looks like they got some really good questions going on in there. It's going pretty fast. I can't keep them up. So if you see anything good, just pop them out. Yeah. Well, the difference is too is that you gotta have there's a rotation that you gotta do. Okay, you could be at any team. You just gotta know who to attack when and who to do what, and you gotta look at the percentages. So if you see Ray and you see IG88 characters like that, and then you see Royal Guard and Han and stuff like that, you really, I don't go after Ray and IG88 first. I just don't do it. Or if you see a droid team and they got Jow Engineer, I go after those. Try to go after so if I saw Jow Engineer, I'm gonna try to get him out first. Not go after 88. I'm gonna try to get Jow Engineer out because Jow Engineer is just gonna res 88. If Royal Guard's there, I don't go after 88 or Ray because Royal Guard, chances are he's gonna taunt. Small chance you could finish Ray, but chances are Royal Guard's gonna taunt. Then Ray or IG88 or any other character with Health Steal is just gonna heal themselves back up. So it's a waste, and you're probably gonna have somebody die in that amount of time. So make sure you're getting the right rotations down. That's very key. So for me personally, if I see, I'll give you some examples of what you see a lot right now. If you see Han and Royal Guard, I go right after go Han first, then Royal Guard, and then I go after Ray. If it's B2, just B2 team, you'll start to see the B2 teams now. B2 and the droids and Jow Engineer. I just take out Jow Engineer, and then I'll go after 88. And then I'll just decide what I want to do after that. Once Jow Engineer 88's gone, it's over. It doesn't matter. You're gonna win anyways. So that's the way I do that. And you just got to look at it and make sure you're going the right way. Don't just willy nilly attack people. Or if you attack somebody that doesn't work that way, try it a different way. So. Yeah, and that's all good points. And did you see how well I've trained Patron? Did you see how many promotional drops he dropped in there? He dropped in that he's number 1 arena. He's dropped in that he's got a Gear 10, these Gear 10 characters that he has. He's dropped in a promo on his video. So, dude, come on. Not only have I helped a guy in arena and in the game, I've helped him on his promotional game as well. I love it. I love it. It's funny. Yeah, like that story when The Ritual Gaming guys, they posted a video in the in the Discord, and they sent me a message like, hey, I hope that's okay that we posted this. But I'm like, dude, I'm the king of promotion. I have no problem. Believe me, I will never hate on you for promoting. Promote your stuff, man. You take time to do your stuff. Promote it, man. Get it out there. Let people see it. That's what it's all about. All right, well, you ready to do this? You ready to do this female event? Yep, I'm going to battle for charity right now. I'm playing to give. Okay, I'm going to assemble a squad of female heroes and destroy some droids intended for level 25 plus. I think I'll be able to do this. Tier 1, normal. Assemble an all-female squad and use 5 attempts per day to battle against droids. Win, and you'll not only be contributing to charity, but also earning credits and character shards. All right, exciting stuff. Okay, so we might as well put in Phasma because she's our leader. So here we go. Okay, so we got Phasma, Ayla, Leia, Rey, and Lumi. Okay, they're all level 80. I hope we can get through this. Okay. So far, it's one shots. Okay. Am I getting punked right now? Uh-oh. Okay, now it might be hard. They got B2 here. Oh, my goodness. I just AoE'd and Phasma killed them all. Except for Magna Guard. Okay, he's dead. Okay, wow. Wow. Yeah. Well, felt like another first time in my life. I got 50k. Yeah, I got 50k, 2 Leia, 1 Rey, and 25 of these Jedi Knight Guardians. Now, that puts me at 371 shards of 65. So... Oh, really? Oh, you got to pay ally tokens to do it. Oh, okay. Well, we're out on that. So, what questions we got? Wait, is it time? Okay, well, hang on. The guild thing is passed too, so that's good. Okay, the guild reset for me, so that's good. All right. So what do we got? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't see them. I mean, look at the characters they're releasing right now. Okay, they're gonna wait for a big event. They're gonna wait. Like when it seems like when they release bigger characters and stuff like that, it's like when a new movie comes out or something's coming to deep Blu-ray or something. You know, Yeah, and I think if you did that at the beginning, like when protection first came out and stuff, you know, when we didn't have omegas on our powers and stuff, you could have got away with it. I think now, I think just like characters like Rey, who you're gonna see, Leia, you know, these Geos, these characters still pump out a lot of damage. So, and you're not gonna, those other characters you're talking about don't produce a lot of damage, so it's not like they're gonna kill anybody. So you're gonna have Rey, Leia, you know, like if you went against my team, I got Phasma lead, Royal Guard, Rey, Leia, and Geo. I mean, I don't care how meaty of a team you put in there, we're still going to get through them if you're not taking any of my characters out. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to fight fire with fire, you know, and you got to put in some DPSers too. Because I mean, you know, my Rey dies sometimes when I'm fighting against other high DPS teams. You know, they'll kill my Rey, but if you put in that team, my Rey's not going to die from that team. So, but let's look up this. What other questions did they have? They have anything else? I saw quite a few, so I just want to... Yeah, I used to be able to, but now with this new chat on the screen, to show on the screen, whenever they type something, it just can push you back down. So I just want to show... Let's just show this. This is the future of EA Star Wars games. It's kind of cool because it shows, here it talks about Galaxy Heroes. With Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, the team at Capital Games has already delivered a deep Star Wars mobile experience featuring iconic characters and locations from every corner of the Star Wars universe, with new features like guilds, raids, and chat added this spring, and more new updates planned for the year. Players will have a ton of new content to experience for a long time to come. So interesting. And then if you're into the other games too, you know, they do some updates on those as well. But let's go to this video. And let's skip ahead. Here it is. Okay. It's after this one. Hey, yeah, bro, I'm playing that video. There's R2 right there, boys. There's R2. Throwing that oil on him. Pretty cool. Okay, so that was the one about Galaxy Heroes. That wasn't a super long segment, but it goes on. There's a whole bunch. If you guys want to check it out, you'll go back and just Google EA Play 2016 or go to EA.com Play 2016 and you can find it. So interesting stuff there. All right, what was the question? Listen, I only show the shard shot for a nickel. So it's every time I show it, it costs you 1 nickel. There goes, I better check. Did I get a Vader? No Vader. So there you go. It's the shard shop. And you can get General Grievous in there. And then from time to time, Darth Vader shards will pop up in here. So you can buy those as well. Yeah, it's you get 2 shards for 300 of these credits. Now one character is 15 shard shop credits. So for every extra character shard that you have when the character is 7-star, you will get 15 shard shop credits. So, and we did a cool thing. If you want to see how long it takes to get General Grievous, I did a video on that. So make sure you check that out on the channel. Let me get my Omega mat. I don't want to make a Remon mistake and not complete that. All right. Was that the only other question, or did you say something else that I missed? Sorry. I was playing that video. I don't know. What low-level female character? I guess I could maybe put in with my level 1. Well, Talia's still 6-star. She could be 7-star. I think she's like level 50. Yeah, I could maybe do that. Then I got to pay for it, though. Don't I got to pay for those ally points? Yeah. And then what? I'm just going to get another Leia and Rey shard? Yeah. Yeah. Did you see Warcraft yet? I think she is. I would use her. Oh, David Bone asked a great question. You know what maybe we should do? Maybe we should not let Riemann come on the live shows anymore until he stops smoking. Maybe we as a community, that could be our gift to Riemann. I want Riemann to live, guys. I really do. I mean, could you just think about it? I mean, our lives now without Riemann and Dartron. I mean, those two together is just comedy gold. Yes. Yes. So I worry about Dartron making those long walks to the bus stop at night, late at night, and I worry about Riemann smoking those cigarettes. So. Yeah. Now, hey, I got a question for you now that you bring it up, and I want to ask you now so I don't forget. I saw you do that video with your new account, and the hut was over by the PvP table. Oh, okay. So it's not like that now. He moved. Has he moved now on that account, or is he still there? I just happened to see a video where he was at, and I was like, why is he there? He's not like that on my screen. And I double checked. Is he still like that on your alt account, or did he move over? At some point when you level up, does he move over to that other? Some point. Interesting. I wonder what triggers it. It must be a level or something that triggers it. Grande is here. Yes, that's Grande. Hang on.
Hello.
Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I was having an issue earlier with my sound when I was putting the.
They can't hear me, I guess.
Hang on. When I was putting the intro on, I was having an issue with the sound, so I had to use some different volume controls and stuff. Let me see. I just hit one of the buttons.
Let's see. Can you guys hear me now?
Can you guys hear him now? Can you hear me now? It's like
can you hear me now? It's like we're in whatever that is. Verizon. Yeah, they said they can hear me now. There's that sexy voice. There's Volume.
Sorry, so what? It sounded like I was talking to myself this whole time? That's funny,
I guess
dude.
so. That's
funny. Yeah, Pedro wasn't really here. I was just acting like he was here.
Yeah, just waiting and okay, pause for dramatic effect while he acts like he reads the question.
That's funny. It's funny.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I was really mad, man. I was trying to get all my stuff set up, and I was having an issue. And I think what it was I didn't mute the live stream. And I think the live stream and the thing we're playing, and it was all funky.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I jacked everything up. So I changed some settings and stuff, and I must have.
There you go.
Yeah, I must have done that.
So you still liking the new GW? Looks like it's going good so far.
Yeah, well, until my DACA just died. But I just brought her back with Ewok Elder, which is always nice.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool team. I actually ran that team for a little bit the other day, just because you kind of recommended it before Ewoks with DACA. 2 rezzers, I mean, you can potentially go a little bit further.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's nice switching it up for Tebow, because then when you can stealth, and then you can. A lot of these characters are like and you see 5s in here or Dooku, they can counter, and they don't counter when they're stealth. So
right.
It's nice, but I'm gonna try to stun him. Nope. Yep. Yeah.
Stunning Phasma, always a good thing.
Any questions? Feel free to post
everybody. Those. Yeah, post all the questions you want. Everybody now is just saying they can actually hear me. So
good. Well, that makes it even better now.
There we go.
Oh, I didn't need to do that. What am I doing? So how you guys do on that raid then? Do you guys just Zerg them,
Yeah.
or what do you do?
So how we do the raid. We raid every 51 hours. Everybody gets their choice to go in phase 1, 2, or 3. We kind of said that you really need to go in phase 1 if you have cleansers and debuffers geared up real high. So that would be like Ewok Elder, Akbar, Rex, characters like that. That you need to have, and then other than that, you could it's free game for phase 2 or for phase 3, and then if you're not on the leaderboard, then you can hit it once in phase 4, and then we Zerg 9 hours after we start. So that's kind of been our normal go, and our Zerg is insane. I think the last time it lasted for Omega, it lasted about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. I mean, it's super quick. Getting a lot of questions about Anakin, wanting to know if you could show them your Jedi Knight Anakin before he gets changed. Just kind of wanting that for the record. I don't know if you have a maxed out Anakin or not.
He's the last one that I finished off in Cantina.
Okay.
Yeah, I got enough to 7-star him. I haven't promoted him yet. I think he's like level 40.
I know a lot of people are concerned that they're going to change his gear, and that maybe his gear might be harder after they do the rework than it was before the rework. So that's one of the questions that people have. I know Fragos, who is one of the officers in Gamma, was having that conversation. He says, "I'm working hard on Anakin's gear because they don't want to put something in there that's not in there now," which I think is an interesting proposition. Trying to be grandfathered in, I guess.
That's a good point. Okay, let's get back on track here. So this new Galactic War, okay, if you guys don't know, I've been testing the Galactic War that they've been talking about in that update. I've been testing it for a little while now. I don't know, a week or 2 weeks. I can't remember how long it's been, but I like it. And kind of what I've noticed is that from nodes 1 to 6, you kind of like ramp up to 6. So 6 is like more difficult obviously. But then 7, it kind of like starts back over and it ramps up from 7 to 12. So it's really cool. I like it, and it doesn't seem like it's quite as mind-numbing. I mean, I don't mind autoing. Quite a few of the battles, quite a few of the beginning battles, just because like if you are busy that day or if you don't have a lot of time or whatever, you don't have to spend an hour and a half, doing it. So I like that. The other thing is that the last 3 battles is where I want to challenge. It seems like with the Galactic War, it seems to be like the sweet spot with the Galactic Wars. I like to be, if you want to, you can try out different things. Through the first, 9 battles, try out different teams or whatever. Or if you want to just use like an Ewok team and just get through it so you can get to the last 3 battles, that's cool too. You have that option now, so you have more flexibility. The other thing that I like is that when you get to the last 3 battles, is that your characters, your main team that you want, all have seem to have protection and stuff. So you can use like
nice
legit main team to go against legit main teams. Not have to go against main teams at node 5 and fight your way all the way up to 12. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. I like it. So this is it right here. This is what I've been testing. So I'm assuming this is what it's going to be like when they release it. And so far so good. Really enjoy it. So. Do we want to let Dartron in here?
Yeah, Dartron and maybe Riemann. He's hanging out in there, wanting to come in. We could tell him about about maybe your little added incentive.
Oh no, Dartron left, so it's just Riemann. I don't know. Is it worth it just to get one? I'd rather have both. If I'm gonna do it, I'd rather have both.
I love to have both. I'll take one though. They're always good. So definitely, let's bring them in.
Where'd your brother Dartron go?
Dartron's, he's in the other room.
Oh, well, he was like, I want to come on the show too. So I thought we were gonna get both of you for the price of one. Comedy gold, baby. Comedy gold when you get Riemann and Dartron together.
It is. It's always that way.
Yeah. So what's been up? How's the weekend?
Pretty good. How about yours?
Good. Yeah, I was a little worried I wasn't going to quite make the raid. I I was like, well, I can either set up the live show or I could get in on the raid. I need to choose one or the other. So I'm like, well, I better get in on the raid, and then I can, get maybe get the phase 2 and 3 on the live show. So I end up doing that. Then I had technical difficulties with the sound and stuff in the beginning, but it's all good. We got it figured out. It worked. Had a decent run on the phase, but
How long does it take you to set up the? How long does it take for you to set up the show?
well, it depends. I mean, I like to do a fresh reboot on my computer.
I didn't do that one time, and it messed up, and I had to shut the stream down and restart it again.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what he's talking about.
Then you got to set up there's a lot of things I use. I use a lot of different, there's a lot of programs that go along with all of it, and getting them all set up, getting them all started, and, so.
He's Dartron's and AFK ready to come in.
Dartron's ready to come.
Dartron's in the house.
There he is. Hey, what's up, Mr. Smarticus? How you doing?
Dartron has the sniffles tonight.
Oh no.
Oh man.
What's up, ladies?
So
The
David
ladies
Bone asked a
event.
question for Remon earlier. Do you want to ask him, patron?
Oh, you talking about have you stopped smoking yet? How's the petition going?
I have cut back. I have not quit yet.
Well, you got a lot of people on the stream that ask that question. They're very,
They're passionate.
they're rooting for you.
They are.
Well, I appreciate the concern, and I actually agree 100%. But it is not easy.
No, it's not. It's one of the hardest things. It is very difficult to do it.
It's a filthy habit.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I tried many times in my life, man. Many a times have I tried. And shoot, even to this day. I mean, I'll tell you what. I enjoy smoking. Some people smoke cigars. Some people smoke that hookah stuff. Some people, whatever. But I mean, I enjoy smoking. That's why I vape. I like vape. The vape thing. But so there's ways to get around it. There's ways to still do it that I think are healthier alternatives. It's just the chemicals, man. There's so much chemicals in cigarette smoke and hookah and all that crap. So
You hear the occasional sniffle from Dartron there in the background.
Dartron, are you okay? What's going on, buddy?
Allergies, man.
Oh no, it's probably that cat you always have with you.
No, it's not the cat, dude. I'm not allergic or
It's the
have
cat.
allergies to the cat. It's not the cat.
Dartron's
man.
allergic to the
He's
cat.
vehemently defending that cat right now.
I know it.
He
He's
loves
like, it's
that- he
not my
loves that
cat.
cat.
It's not my
That
cat, I
cat-
promise.
My
That
cat
cat
doesn't
at
even
all-
go near me.
That cat at all hours of the night has to be super near you because I hear like
Yeah, I was like, what is that noise?
I mean, this cat is either like, you're either doing something terrible to this cat, or he's right next to the mic, just like hasn't eaten in 3 days. and
Yeah,
Dartron's just,
they only do that like when they're
taunting
hungry.
him-
Poor cat.
taunting him with like half a can of, just like leaves a half a can of food, taunting him, like on top of the dresser drawer.
Okay,
No, my
let me,
cat has
let me give
everything.
this let me give this update for everybody. Okay, so here we are. We are now at node. What is this? This is node 10, and my highest arena win power was probably around just under 39k, 38.9 or something like that. Maybe 39k, maybe 39.1 or something. I don't know, somewhere in that range. And the arena team I'm fighting at node 10 is level 78, and it's a level 74 Ethkoth, 76. Sid, 74 Lumi, 76 Fives, and 77 Geo. So compare that to what your node 10s are.
Yeah. I'm already seeing 80s and gear 9s at this point.
Mine would be very difficult. I just don't even bother doing them. It's a waste of time.
What somebody asked, what's that in the menu at the top right of Galactic War? I don't know what he's talking about. What's that? That's his coins. That's his coin. I mean, that's his Galactic War currency. The Galactic War coin. He's got 14,000 and some change of Galactic War coin.
Menu
Oh!
at the top right.
Yeah. What's that?
I do have good news for you guys.
We'd love to hear it.
I finally got General Grievous to 4-star.
Oh, nice.
EA. So
Yeah, I get.
the reason why I'm dirt farming him now because certain somebody he had added me on his friends list and then tried him out and then he's decided dipped out on the friends list. Not gonna mention names, but he hurts my feelings.
What happened? Somebody added you on the friends list?
Yeah, I added you on my friends list and you dipped out.
Oh no, Riemann.
What? You guys are like
No, I
brothers.
I know. How can you guys not be not be allies all the time?
He's an ally of mine. I don't know what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about? I find your name on the list and it's not there. You took me off your friends list.
It's not possible. I remember making room for you the other day, and I haven't touched it. So,
Are you sure?
Hey, 2 great points. Just real quick, 2 great points. Southern Cross said the hardest habit to break is being late for everything. And I'm telling you what, you don't want to be late to quit smoking. Because once it's too late, it's over.
Oh no, go.
Michael Fearless, I was a 2-pack-a-day smoker, and then I switched to vaping. Haven't touched a cigarette since. Me too, with your brother on that one.
Yep.
Sleazy Bean's got a big update for us. A cat died outside his window once. And I don't know what he means by the menu to the top right.
I don't know either.
That
He said
ship
it.
thing. Does he mean that ship thing?
I think he's still. Well, he still
Yeah, he's
means
still on that ship thing.
the ships are. On the far right. The one at the Jabba the Hutt table. That will be ships eventually.
Okay, so wait a minute. Quick update. Okay, so this is important. This is what everybody seems to be talking about. For the most part on the forums is the Galactic War. So here it is. Okay, I basically went through the whole entire Galactic War all the way up to Node 10 with one team. Now Node 11 and Node 12, I'm facing level 80 more geared teams. So this is good. Now I can pull out my actual teams I would want to play or test out. You can do that anytime. You don't have to just auto it all the way up with Ewoks. I'm just saying Ewoks is good if you don't have a lot of time. I got two Galactic Wars to get through, so I don't have a lot of time. But right now I'm gonna put in Phasma, put in Ayla, we'll put in Rex, Leia, and Geo. Let's just throw them in. We got these last 2 nodes. We're facing a Phasma, an 88, Poggle, Daka, and what is that? Night Sister Initiate. Okay. So we're gonna go for 88. Let's just see how this all plays out.
So, Full Disc the Gamer says hi.
Hi.
And then Michael Fearless asked, how many stars does Grievous unlock at? And
4.
For skill return says 4. Quattro.
Well, if I promoted that stupid Jedi Knight Guardian, I'd have a lot more Grievous shards.
Right.
I just don't want to promote a bunch of garbage characters, you know what I mean, just to get them. Because, yeah, I could 7-star them, but...
Yep. Sleazy Bean says, the final battles in Cantina are too hard, too much damage and health. Any tips on beating it with 3 stars? That's the one with Rey with a lightsaber, if I'm not mistaken. It is kind of...
Yeah, if you're only 3 stars and stuff like that, wait.
No. He's talking about 3-starring the event. The final Cantina battles, Cantina battles 7E, 7F, and 7G.
Oh.
Those are some pretty tough ones.
Yeah, they're tough. You just gotta get ally. Make sure you use your allies right, and just try it a couple times. I mean, they're supposed to be. They're one of the last battles of the game. Current end game that we have right now. So. Yeah.
Is Savage a good player because he has a lot of health, or are there better ones? There are better ones. There are way better ones.
Galactic War?
Yes.
Yeah, go watch the Galactic War video I did, man. It's really good. It really breaks them all down.
Ben Y, I would definitely tell you to go look at that Galactic War, but the short and simple of it is, we're talking about no, he's not in Galactic War, he's in Squad Arena. Sorry. If we look at Squad Arena and you're looking at who to farm, we think Leia's supposed to be coming to Squad Arena, so Leia. Then there's some debate on whether or not to go for Stormtrooper Han or for Akbar next.
Let's do the first 5. So if you're not going droid, if you're not focusing on droid, your number 1 option is Leia. Well, either way, your number 1 option is Leia. So
Agreed.
Now it is. Well, when she's released, it will be. Then it would be Han, then Akbar, then the droids. Unless you're going droids, then it's the droids, then Han, then Akbar. So there's your top 5. Now, if you wanted to go one right after that, then I would say to get. This is the one where it doesn't really matter. So nobody else in there is really relevant. I mean, that you have to have right now.
Maybe
So
Eth Koth if you were going for the Yoda event.
Yeah, if you're going for the Yoda event and Eth Koth, so if you're like patron and you just got this affinity towards Night Sisters and go for Asajj, but whatever, whatever floats your boat. At that point.
Yeah, I mean, if you were going to try to go for a full Empire team, you could go Grand Moff Tarkin. If you wanted to go the anti-droid team, you could go Ugnaught. If you wanted to go a Sith team, you could go Dark. You could go Sid and Savage Opress. I mean, at that point, I mean, you're way, way, way down the list. If you're looking for, a Scoundrels team, you could go New Gunray. I mean, I probably would not say not go or Greedo. I'll probably tell you the least popular character in that whole thing is Ugnaught.
Yeah, Scope of Exiles too said, he just talked about it. We showed that video, Scope, on the.
We did show that video. It's super cool.
Yeah, on the show. So we looked at that. That's pretty cool.
Got to go Newt Gunray first. Not so sure about that. Ben asked, "What are your thoughts on Luke Skywalker?" I'm guessing you're talking about Rebel Luke. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on Rebel Luke?
What, the one that's in there now?
The one that's in here now, correct.
I think he's amazing. I mean, he's probably the best character that anybody's ever had. And,
Har.
I'd probably trade in, half my roster for Rebel Luke, especially Cad Bane.
No, he's gonna trade out his whole roster for an orc baby.
What is this orc baby situation going on now?
I don't know what that is.
The other thing is, I mean, Darkfire, I just sent you a PM with a picture of you on my ally list.
I saw.
So what happened? It just for some reason wouldn't show up.
Yeah, it must have been a bug on my game. Who knows?
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't appreciate you calling me out on the live show like that. To be honest.
He's still your brother. So
I'm still your ally. You and your 72, IG88 over there, level 72.
You're leader.
Now this is a pretty tough team here you're fighting right now, Skunk, on this last couple nodes here.
Yep, but the good news is that I'm all the way through the very last battle. I haven't had one character die other than the people that are on this team right now. So
right,
you have a full roster that you can play around with and do different things. It's cool. You guys know how it is. You've all done it. When you get to that last battle and you're like, man, if I lose any characters,
I'm messed up.
I'm in trouble.
Totally,
you know what I mean? I'm in trouble because we're cutting it so close. So yeah, at least it gives you some breathing room, and it's I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a GW a couple days back where I thought, I think I lost Royal Guard at like node 8 or node 9, and I was like, it'll be fine. Oh, it was not fine. It was so not fine. So.
Yeah, looks like Fives is gonna maybe finish us off. Oh no, we got him. I think we got Fives. It's gonna come down to Phasma and Fives. See if she can finish him. I don't know. We're gonna try. Yep, Phasma won it for us. It's ladies' night, so she won on ladies' night.
It's ladies' night.
Ladies' night.
What are we playing for again? Did we ever say what that event is for? Are they donating money to somebody?
You should do
the battle for charity.
You should do the battle for charity. You should do the battle for charity and try to solo it with one of your female characters.
We did. We talked about trying to start with a 6-star Talia.
As a show of good sportsmanship.
Are they George S? Are they going to make a medical loot? Medical.
Are you willing to risk those ally tokens, Skunk?
Let's look at the event. Okay,
that
50.
event.
I don't know if I have 50 tokens. I only have 80 tokens, so I only have 30 tokens left. So
David Bone says
my roster first.
He said he's proud of you for trying to quit smoking. It's really hard to quit. It's just conscious at specific times and places, and you need to feel the urge. So he wants you to stop smoking. Once again, stop smoking, Remon.
They care
Well,
about you, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, let's throw in a 52 Talia. You guys want to? Let's throw in a level 52 Talia.
There you go. 52 Talia.
I'm not going to promote her to 7-star because that would be a waste of 1,000,000 credits. But did we get our raid rewards yet?
I won't. It should be now.
Okay, here
You might
we
have to
go.
refresh the game. Sometimes I have to refresh the game to get my.
Go to guild and then come out of guild and then go to your mail and it's usually there.
Okay.
What we could do with the 44 Ahsoka Tano, 5-star. Let's do Talia.
Do Talia.
Just see what happens.
Maybe you could do it on your level 1 character.
No, I tried it with a level 47 character and it didn't work for me. I have
Yeah, being honest with you, I don't like this event. It
which
doesn't
charity?
give you any
Which
difficulty.
charity is it for? You know, you're battling for charity. In our notes, does it say which in the notes?
No, it could be a
does it say-
charity I don't even support. It could be a charity I don't even like. I might not support this charity.
Well, which charity is it for? Did we ever get that? Let me go back in here into lordskunk.com. Check it 88.8 times a day. Let's see if it says which charity is it for.
Talia's holding out like a trooper, man.
She's gonna die.
For additional information, go here. Okay.
Uh-oh, she might be tough here.
They say they're giving it to charity. Learn more about their 5 charities. So code.org is dedicated to expanding the access of computer science and increasing participation by women and underrepresented students of color. Their vision is that every student in every school should have an opportunity to learn computer science. Then they've got Code 2040. Code 2040 is a nonprofit organization that creates pathways to educational, professional, and entrepreneurial success and technologies for underrepresented minorities with a specific focus on blacks and Latinos / Latinas. I've never seen it said that way. He for she is inviting people around the world to stand together to create a bold, visible force for gender equality. And it starts by taking action right now to create gender equality around the world. The next one is the National Center for Women and Informational Technologies. The Center for Women and Informational Technologies, NCWIT, works to correct the imbalance of gender diversity in technology and computing because gender diversity positively correlates to a larger workforce, better innovation, and increased business performance. And then it's the Special Effect, the Gamers Charity, Special Effect. Special Effect uses technology to enhance the quality of life for people with all kinds of needs, including stroke and road traffic accident patients, individuals with life-limiting conditions, and injured soldiers returning from overseas. You know, all 5 of these charities seem really cool. So that's what we're playing for. The more you play, they're gonna EA is gonna donate $1 million to charity.
And it's not really that bad because it's 50 of those ally points, and I got 500 credits and a character shard. So, you know, it's better than the 250. You got a chance to get nothing. You know, you got a chance to get one of those, you know, like one training droid or something stupid. So, yeah, do it. You know, take your put them in there. So I did get my raid rewards. Okay, I finished rank 8. I got 900 of the coins. I got 450k. I got 16 of these Shedak Comlink prototype, which doesn't look like anybody needs. And then I got 40 furnace salvage and 7 Han Solo shards. Really?
Garbage.
Furnace, really? Come on.
This is garbage loot.
So I don't know how many raids we've done. We'll find out how right now. I've done 23 raids. I've done 23 raids. We did a couple tier 6s. So I would say, let's just say we did 20 tier 7 raids. I haven't never seen one droid caller, and I saw maybe one or just a handful of those other non-furnace pieces. Wow, it's just weird.
Sleazy Bean is saying, Darktron, you are really not feeling very well. We can all definitely tell you're not 100% today.
No, it's allergies. Allergies.
I like
drive
this
me nuts.
version of Darktron better, actually. Oh, guys, I got rank 1 today.
You want a medal with that?
Excellent. I'm so glad you got rank 1.
Grand Patron had dropped that. Dropped that rank 1 like 14 times. Well, nobody heard you though, Patron. That's the funny part. Nobody heard you because it was muted, so you better do it all over again. He was dropping promos. He was dropping promos like a WWE wrestler, dude. It was crazy.
I was doing all these amazing promos and freaking Skunk had me muted.
Can we get Malia Bean on here? Can we get Malia Bean on this live show? If I want to bring somebody of some type of refute or whatever, let's bring him on. We need that. We need Malia Bean in here. Get him in here. Get him on the line.
And apparently Riemann needs to get back in too.
Well, I'd rather have Malia Bean, I guess.
Well, where is Malia?
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah, all Malia Bean has to do is just come over here and go. In fact, everybody should just come over here to the LordSkunk.com Discord. You can find it by going to LordSkunk.com, and then once you're at the top of LordSkunk.com, you just click the Discord link, and it'll tell you exactly how to get into LordSkunk.com Discord. Super easy, man.
Michael Fearless, it's not that I don't like. I mean, I appreciate the fact that we get loot and all that stuff. It's just, I have not seen a droid caller, and when you require a droid caller to get certain characters to that next level, that next gear level, you know what I mean? It's just very frustrating because well, let's look at my roster. I guess that'd be the best way to show it. So, you're like, let's get an example.
Gun.
Fives. Can't do anything with fives. Fives is geared up as far as you can go until I get a droid caller. Royal Guard. Okay, he's geared up as far as he can go until he gets a Nubian scanner. Well, except I do gotta finish this off today. I'll get that through the challenges. Old Ben, same thing. He needs a droid caller. I mean, it's just there's just a lot of characters that need it, and they're your tanks. You know what I mean? It's your tanks. So your tanks are pretty important right now.
I mean, we can jump in here. SWGOH now has a new thing where it shows you gear needed, and so if we go to SWGOH, I mean, it'll kind of make you cry a little bit.
Oh my God! It happened.
You got a droid caller.
I got a full droid caller.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Maybe I'll have to do what Riemann does. I'll just have to complain all the time. And
I hate
videos
you
about it and do all this
stuff.
Oh my goodness! I called this before the raid too. I was like, guys, RNG has to be on my side this time.
No.
I mean, if you look at Lord Skunk's gear needed page, it says currently you need 4 Nubian scanners. You need a total, and this is for characters above level 60. You need 14 total. Nubian security, that was design tech. Mech 7 Nubian security scanners. Currently, you need 3, but for characters over level 60, you need 19. Wow. Droid callers currently you need 5, and in total, characters that are over gear level or that are over level 60, you need 9, and then furnaces you need 5 currently, but you need a total of 12.
Well, I think here's my thoughts. Is that okay? The raids have already been out for what now? We're
2 months. Almost 2 months. 2 months. In a week, it'll be 2 months.
Yep. So, because it kind of came out like right at the end of April, right? Wasn't it at the end of April? Yeah.
Yeah.
In April, we had all of May. We had a full May, and now we're into June. Yep. So, I think at this point, I think they need to put in a chat. And I have a lot of people message me and ask me my thoughts on this, or whatever, and I mean, and keep in mind, guys, I don't have the personal phone number, to pick up the phone and call, the devs at EA. I just don't have. I mean, I have a great communication with certain devs. I communicate with them, in different formats, but I can't just pick up the phone and say, hey, I think you should make challenges this way because this is what everybody wants. I mean, I give them my thoughts on Galactic War, and I think they did very good with that. So I do have that. It's not like instant. I can't just pick up the phone and say, hey, make this change. It doesn't work like that, and it shouldn't. Nobody should have that. We should be able to do that. There's 10 million people to play the game, so. But I do think, and based on the people that I've spoken with, quite a few, and we'll get your guys' thoughts on it as well. I probably spoke with some of you about it in different conversations we had. But I think there needs to be a level 80 challenge now where you can get some of these, even if it's a salvage or something, where we get some of these pieces.
Right.
At this point now. You know what I mean? At this point. I mean, they talked about in that community update, and they talked about on this EA Play website we just looked at this conference they were just at. They're saying there's new content and stuff coming out. Okay, well, there's new content coming out, stuff like that. Give us these gears so we're ready to go. So when that new content comes out, we can, focus on the new stuff they're going to release.
Yeah.
Imagine they increase the level cap like tomorrow.
No. I think they're ways off from that. I mean, that wouldn't even make sense. That wouldn't even make sense.
Scopes of Exile, I don't really understand your question. I'm probably going to need for you to clarify. He asked, on the tables where there are 2 teams, do you think there will be a meta teams in the future? I don't really understand your question there. You mean like ships? Will there be meta teams for ships? Probably.
No, he's talking about the teams in the, I think on the light side, dark side. It's like Luke and something on one side, and then Boba Fett and people on the other side. There's a question where somebody said, who was it? Jake, I think Jake Stewart said, he's in Team Skunk MU, and the last 2 raids he finished 33 and 43 and got a droid collar in each, full droid collar in each one. Wow.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. That'd be nice to have one. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's just random numbers. But I wish it would increase the numbers a little bit. You know what I mean? I think at this point, it's not brand new anymore. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, 2 months out. That basically gives us. The game started in November, so that puts us at about almost a third of the game, maybe. A third of the time the game's been out, guilds have been out. So, it sure be, or at least a quarter. It would sure be nice to do that. To have more of that.
And these challenges, I mean, they're very easy. It's called challenge. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people say. They're like, Skunk, it is called a challenge. There's not really a lot of challenges. But now keep in mind, it's 72 or whatever when we open these challenges up.
Oh, they were tough.
Everybody went crazy because they were so hard. People just went wild. I mean, I got my live reaction to the challenge. On the thing. I think it was.
I remember it was right after the update, and you put in and when they still had protection on those characters in the challenges, and it was like, oh, are you serious? Like, I mean, it was so hard to beat those things. You couldn't,
I still beat it. I mean, I still beat them. It's just, again, it comes down to those things where you got to do it the right way. You got to, it's a challenge. You got to figure out the right way. I did beat it on the next run. You know what I'm saying?
And I will tell you that running my alt account back up, if you don't have the right characters, those tier 2 challenges, tier 3 challenges can be really tough if you're not bringing in a full squad. If you, and that's really part of what they're trying to get you to do is they're trying to get you to realize, hey, there are characters that are strength characters. There are characters that are, agility based, and there are characters that are intelligence based, and they're all important characters.
Well, one of the things too is I unlocked on my alt account I unlocked Coruscant Underworld Police, and I'm like, oh, look at this garbage character, throw it in the ocean, right? Did the old Darktron, and but it actually helped me. It helped me on that Savage Opress battle. On that Savage Opress challenge on that account, because I only had, I think I only had like 3, healers or something, healer support or something. Mm-hmm. So, it worked out.
Thomas, do you think you'll be able to buy a full piece for half the price in guild currency?
I'm so excited right now, guys.
Now, let me ask you this: who you gonna put it on?
Oh, that's something I don't need to think about right now. I just need to just kind of just bask in the glory for about 20 minutes, and then when I got to make that decision, I'll scratch my head. It's really going to either be V2 or Admiral Akbar.
Akbar.
And I think it has to be Akbar.
Akbar. If you use them a lot, it'd be Akbar. Now,
Akbar's my PvP guy,
Hey Skunk, I don't know if you noticed on our Discord, somebody posted a picture. It says Team Skunk Assistance or whatever it was. What was it? Can you guys help me? What was it? Assistant?
I don't know
Team
what
Yeah,
it is.
assistant.
Somebody changed their name to Team Skunk's accountant.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, well, that is not true because my accountant is too busy not playing this game. That's for sure. So
It was cute.
appreciate it. Whatever. That's kind of weird, but
It was funny. I thought it was funny.
this is
Oh, they
challenge
need to
day
change.
for
They
sure.
need to
We get more
change.
challenges.
So Tomatron says they need to change the prices on the gear in the guild shop. They do seem a little steep. Agreed.
Yeah, well, I talked about that because
Yeah.
right now they do because we're buying it up. You know, if you don't have your Ray or your Jow Engineer, which I don't think a lot of people have 7-star Jow Engineer and Gamorrean Guard. So as you're buying those characters up, once you're done with those characters though, then what?
I will tell you. I will tell you.
What are you gonna buy then?
I will tell you too that on my alt account I'm just farming Ray, and you don't see her very much. And if you start out at a lower level, and even if you run regular raids, you will end up with a ton of currency in there. We hit that thing whenever we were like level 72, 74, 75, maybe even level 80. Was a big deal. And if you look at it, they're basically basing those prices on if you started the game brand new, hit a guild at level 22, you would have so much more of that currency than you would normally, I guess.
Well, maybe that's the way to do it. Maybe stop doing tier 7 and just do tier 1 over and over again every.
No, what I mean is like, if you were a low level guy, like my alt account is, and you were just farming Ray in there, you're going to end up with tons of that stuff, with tons of that currency. So it just depends on where you're at in the game, and it seems different based on where you're at. Tessin Isam said, I only buy gear when I'm like 40 or 50 salvage. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not gonna. I kind of look at that and go, okay, which one do I have the most of? Which one seems like the best deal, where I don't have to spend quite so much, currency or whatever. I'm not gonna go in there and buy. I don't think I'd go in there and drop 8,000 guild currency, on a piece to make one. I'd probably wait and do the raids and then use it just to finish a little one. Brandon says, "Hey, Skunk."
So I'm gonna do a segment real quick. Go ahead and say what you got to say, and then we're gonna do a new segment.
I'm good. That's all I got.
Brandon, what?
Brandon says hi.
Okay,
Yeah.
so. Let me see. Hang on a second. Hang on. Bear with me.
I can't wait for the update, man. I can finally get to do my GW complete.
All right. So in this guide, we're going to go over Team Skunk raid review, how to score over 1 million damage in Tier 7 Phase 1. Okay, these are for those people that just want to pump out a bunch of damage. There's been some videos, there's been some discussion, there's been some screenshots on the different forums. I mean, if that's what you're into, Malia Bean has put together a guide for you to be able to do that. So let's go over that guide and we'll just get an idea and an understanding. Now, the reason I've tried some of these characters, I've tried some of these comps, so I'm going to preface all of this with this, okay? Is number one, there's certain characters in there I may or may not have a desire to level up and put gear into and invest gear and mats and resources in, where I don't think I may not use them in other areas of the game, at least not of right now. Okay, so I'll preface with that. The other thing is that it's very time consuming to be able to do that. You don't have to score 1 million damage or more in a raid, you know what I mean, to be able to get through the raid. I mean, we can get through these tier 7 raids fairly quickly, if you have a decently geared tier 7 guild. So I'm gonna go through these characters, go through this guide that he has. But if this is something that you're into and you just want to do it, it's just something you want to try out. Here's a certain way that you can do it with some of these character options. So he put his screenshot up there. He did 1 million damage. He's using Tebow, Jawa, Geonosian Soldier, Rex, and Qui-Gon Jinn. The general strategy: turn meter control and speed down, prolong the attempt to allow for sustained damage to the captain. Save both Phasma and Ray for later phases of the later phases of the raid to further dominate your competition. I mean, guildmates and friends. True, yeah. So the team. So here's the team. Tebow as leader provides turn meter gain for the team. Abilities required to Omega his leadership ability, which increases the chance of 25% turn meter gain at the end of a turn from 25% to 50%. Okay, recommended. Omega to his basic attack and his dispel attack increases turn meter reduction further by 25% and 30% respectively. Okay, gear. Required gear 10 to maximize damage and protection. Recommended gear 10 Nubian security scanner, which is a raid only gear, to increase potency from 40% to 80%. Jawa, this is the regular Jawa, not Jawa Engineer, not Dachka. This is just the regular Jawa that we all started off with when we played when we started the game. Jawa for speed down on basic attack. Abilities required Omega to his basic attack to increase the chance of speed down from 25 to 50%. Recommended, nothing else. You don't need anything else. Just get that basic Omega. Gear 9 to improve damage and protection. Recommended gear 10 for +6 speed, 30% potency, and increased damage and protection. Now this is that one character where I'm like, man, I just don't know if I'm going to use him. Now people say, oh, you could do the anti-droid team because we think the droid meta's coming because it's Jawa Engineer, and then you could do the anti-droid team with Jawa Engineer and Jawa and Dachka, and maybe another, Jawa. They release Chief Nebbit, who we know is in the game from the droid event. Maybe they'll release him soon. So you could do that. I just don't know. Okay, I don't think so. I think there's other ways you could do it. So that's kind of the one character I don't really see myself going out and doing. Plus, it's again, it's a little bit slower to do it all this to get that million. I'd rather get my 600 to 900k and call it a day. But your next character you're going to need is Geonosian Soldier for assist damage and further turn meter control by assisting allies. Excellent turn meter. So he's going to call in, allies like Rex and that Jawa and Qui-Gon Jinn, whose basics are going to reduce turn meter as well. Abilities required: Omega to the assist attack to increase damage by 15%, and unique ability to increase turn meter gain after critical hit. So if you do his unique ability, you Omega that, you get a 50%. Is it a 50% chance to get 50% turn meter, or is it 50% turn meter on a critical hit? Just 50% turn meter on a critical hit, right? Can't remember. I have to look that back up. But you need to Omega it anyways. Recommended: Omega to his basic attack provides an additional 5% damage. Gear required: gear 10, maximum gear for maximum damage. Then the fourth character is Rex for the cleanse, to remove that the skull off your team or himself. Turn meter manipulation and burst damage against the guards. Abilities required: none. You have to Omega in these abilities, but it's recommended that you Omega the basic for increased chance of turn meter reduction, and to the special attack for 5% health increased burst damage. Gear required: gear 11 to maximize initial burst damage. And then finally, Qui-Gon Jinn for turn meter control with his basic, dispel, and assist damage with assist turn meter control. Abilities required to Omega for his basic for the turn meter reduction to the target. Recommended: Omega for the dispel for an additional turn of offense up. Gear required: gear 11 to maximize damage and protection. Now, if you only have a gear 9 or gear 10 or whatever Qui-Gon, you can still use them, but that should have been recommended, not required. Overall strategy and tips. Number 1, this team composition does not work in a Zerg raid format. You need to be able to reset the initial counter to ensure maximum damage. Again, slow. It takes a lot of time. And you got to have the right numbers. Number 2, target the Gamorrean Brute with both assist attacks and Rex's special attack. If he is not dead by the time the captain casts Bestial Roar, reset. This is the most frustrating part of the encounter and relies heavily on random numbers. When the Gamorrean Brute is dead, target the Gamorrean Guard and kill him. Take every opportunity you have to apply the slow from Jawa and turn meter reduction from Tebow to the captain before the Brute dies, but only if the Brute has minimal turn meter. Use Qui-Gon Jinn's assist attack when the captain has a small amount of turn meter, otherwise use his basic on the captain. When he summons the guards, target the guard and then the Brute. This will be the opposite order employed at the start of the encounter. So at the start of the encounter, you're going to go Brute, then Guard, and then from there on out, you're going to go Guard, then Brute. Number 6, don't forget to keep Tebow stealth as much as possible for turn meter reduction on his basic. And utilize both Qui-Gon Jinn's Dispel for offense up and Tebow's Dispel for turn meter reduction. Don't miss out on an opportunity to kill the Gamorrean Guard with Jawa's AoE attack if the Brute has cast Taunt. Enjoy those Han Solo shards. So again, if you want to be up towards the top, obviously we know the higher you are in the leaderboards for your raid leaderboards, when you guys are doing raids, the more Han Solo shards you get. So if that's something you're trying to maximize on, this may be a good opportunity and a good guide for you. Just keep in mind, it's not something, that you can just go in when they call. If your guild zergs these raids, they don't give time to be able to go in and do them. You're going to miss out on opportunities if you try to use this. But if you do have time and you can go in and do it, then this is a great team to be able to use. Now, I use this exact same team, excluding Tebow and excluding Jawa. I use Geonosian Soldier, Rex, Qui-Gon Jinn, Rey, and then I use Phasma as lead. So there's a lot of different options you can use. This is just one. You put this together because a lot of people were asking, how do you get big damage? Now you've been Lord Wrath, quite a few players in Team Skunk Main Guild consistently put up big damage in the raids, so a lot of people asked them, so he put together this guide. Now, if you want to get this guide, it's in PDF format. Simply go over to lordskunk.com, and I will change this around a little bit, but right now you need to go to this post, Terminate Phase 1 of T7 Raids by Malubine, and then you can click on this picture of Arnold there, and it will bring you to that PDF. Okay, you can download it, print it, whatever you want to do.
Good job, Malubine.
Yeah, so it was cool. So it's cool he did that. So
and he's in chat with us. I mean, he's in the text chat right now. He's in
on the live show. Yeah.
On the live show, that's
Good
right.
Good job, Malia. Good job. Good job putting that together. We got to teach Malubine how to post stuff on the website. I think he has access to do it. We just got to work with him on how to be able to do it. So cool. Good job, Malubine. Very nice. Very nice. Are you guys going to go work on your Jawa?
I have been working on my Jawa, absolutely. I'll tell you, the droid event way helped with working on Jawa. So I have my Jawa at the moment at 58 of 85. So he's one of my, and he's finally gotten into the hard farm category for me. That if I run down the list and hit all the hard farm dudes, he makes the list.
You don't do them in Cantina?
I'm still working Old Ben Cantina for Phase 4.
Gotcha. I was thinking about going to him, and he's not that far off. I could do him, I think, fairly quickly. I could get him up to where I could 7-star him if I wanted to, but I think I switched. I kind of had it between him and Finn. I was looking at it. I'm like, I'm going to go for Finn. We haven't heard a lot about Finn. Finn's the one main character from the Force Awakens that really hasn't been talked about much or been super high rated so far. So we'll see, man. Maybe they'll do something with Finn.
Yeah,
I could maybe start a big campaign on that same petition site where we did Remont's petition and say it maybe it's because Finn's a minority or something, or because he's British.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I think let's leave that one alone.
Then we could get a super OP Finn, and I'd be all ready to go when it came out, when that happened. So,
I mean, we could talk about all different kinds. We could say that they're discriminating against Ugnaught because he's short.
Yes.
I mean, you could just go on and on and on, and it's just that some characters are just better than others.
Yeah. Well, I just think there's going to be at some point Finn's going to be, Finn's going to be there, I think, because he, like I said, he is the only. I mean, Poe had his time, Rey's having her time, Phasma's having her time. Kylo is, he's another one there that I think as we all start getting all of our characters maxed out, we're still not in the meta yet. We still don't have all of our characters omega'd up. Majority of us, we don't have them all at max gear. We haven't been able to try out certain things. There's still some abilities, I think, on some of these characters, like somebody was saying on Hoth Rebel Soldier that may not be working correctly. Is Darth Maul, is his leadership still acting funny? I don't know. There's still certain characters that aren't quite, working as intended. So we'll see how it all pans out in the future. But yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I mean, it's either Finn or Jawa. I mean, really, I think, I'd rather do Finn. Jawa doesn't excite me really. But when Finn's done, I'll probably do Jawa. So
There you go.
yeah, it doesn't really matter. So what characters are you working on these other shipments and stuff right now?
Oh, so I decided. So at GW, I'm working to get Resistance Pilot up. That's my next one in GW. And then still working on Akbar. Got Akbar at 75 of 100. Almost done with Akbar. And then gonna go straight for Leia as soon as she opens up. And then in Cantina, going for Old Ben, taking him from 0 to hero. Took him from unopened all the way to 7-star. And then in the shipments there, I'm working on 5s. Working on getting my 5s to 7-star.
Very nice. Very nice.
And then, kind of got some different plans. I'll be working Hoth Rebel Scout. After that, I work his hard nodes at the moment, but he'll be my next Cantina shipments. Not really sure who I'm going to go for it. I'll probably go back over to Jawa on the Cantina, on the Cantina node. And then, on the long farm, working Jedi Knight Anakin, working his hard nodes, Resistance Trooper, working his hard nodes, First Order Stormtrooper, working his hard nodes, and then working some Luke hard nodes.
Hey, real quick,
what about you, Dartron?
Real quick.
Just let you guys know.
It better
Ramon
be
needs
really
to
important.
be
Really
back.
important. What is it?
It is. Ramon needs to be dropped back in here again. He probably got
Oh,
disconnected from
Okay,
Chris
listen. If he's gonna get disconnected every 5 seconds, okay, every 5 seconds, I can't help him. All right, so let me answer this. David Bones said WordPress. Yeah, David, I got some questions on WordPress. Actually, there's a couple things I was trying to do. If you know how to use it, email me lordskunk2016@gmail. There's a couple things I was trying to figure out. I just couldn't get it set up. I might be missing a setting or something. So email me if you can. 2016, lordskunk2016@gmail. John said first time he caught a live show. Videos have really helped him. Hey, John, appreciate that. Thanks for coming out and catching the show. Chris S is saying he guesses questions won't be answered or they're being ignored.
He restated it down lower again.
Okay, so we can get
It's
through
right
those.
to ask a member. Yeah.
Yep. And then what else did I see? Oh, Mr. Crippy said you should just solo the tank challenge with 5s. It's a lot faster. Nice. It's good. I never really thought about it. I just said auto. I never pay attention to them, really, honestly. But okay, we're about to wrap this up because my little brother traveled all the way over to hang out with his big brother to watch Game of Thrones. So
He traveled from his bedroom over to your bedroom.
he traveled all the way 1 block to hang out. Yeah, to hang out. So I told him that we'd watch that. So we're gonna wrap this up here in just a minute. So if you got any last minute questions, get those in immediately.
I have 5. Here's one. Jose BV Jose says, question, I have 50 stun guns. Should I get Stormtrooper Han to gear 10 or Royal Guard to gear 9?
Royal Guard.
Yep.
Royal Guard is a big essential in anything. He's very useful.
Yep.
He works in everything.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's
So
funny. I'll tell you something funny. I went over to my brother's house actually the other day, and he's the one who turned me on to that Far, Far Away album. I think it's the song that's playing right now. It's from that album. And a lot of people said, oh, make sure you tell your brother thanks, for turning you on to that album. That's a good album. I'm glad you played on the show. And then there's been some other songs that I found, and, I shared them with him. And I went to his house the other day, and he was playing. I heard him playing it on his little Bluetooth speaker thing, And I heard him. I was like, what? I was like, is he watching my show? I was impressed. I was like, wow, he's actually watching my show? And I walked in, he's like, no, he actually downloaded the song and was listening to it. I was like, oh, yeah, of course you wouldn't watch my show. But
that's funny. Somebody said it. Somebody's asking about Jedi Luke. We don't know when we're going to get Jedi Luke, man.
Jedi Luke, we still got a whole nother Luke we got to get. We got to get the, the Hoth Luke first. He's already in there. Yeah, the Hoth Luke. And then there's a Luke with the lightsaber.
Yep.
The Dagobah Luke or whatever. And then we'll get then maybe we would get the Return of the Jedi.
So at that point, you could pretty much run an entire team of Lukes. You could run a whole Luke team.
Yeah.
You could Run 5
then
Ewoks on the team.
Then later on, they're gonna add, Whale Tron in the game too.
They are. Well, later on they'll add 2 or 3 Leias. You'll have Slave Leia and Hoth Leia. You can run 2 or 3. You can run 2 or 3 Leia teams, and you could already potentially run a double Han team, right? Oh, double Han team. That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna try to bust out these last challenges. If anybody's got any last questions, post those in. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Glad everybody out. Sorry for technical difficulties at the beginning. It was weird with the sound on the
on Discord.
on the intro, and then and then we couldn't hear Grand Patron. So I'm going to tell you guys this too. What Grand Patron had to say today was very insightful, and it's a crime that the world had to miss out on it.
So, here's the question, guys. Are you gonna watch the StarCraft movie that's released in the theaters?
What?
I meant Warcraft.
Yeah, I watched it. Warcraft was actually really good. I liked it.
Oh man, it was a good movie. The storyline was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Silas said we need Zam Wezel before any of the Lukes.
Yeah,
because we
sure.
need Wezel.
What Chris asked? What was the question that Chris S asked?
Man, so Chris asked it, and Malia Bean asked him a couple follow-up questions, which Malia Bean said, asked him, he says, do you mean a transfer to a different guild that does different tier rating, Chris, or just kicked out? And we don't really know what Chris is totally getting at here. Somebody says Slave Leia's taunt would be the best in the game. That would be so true.
Scope said he got Kylo Ren to gear 10, and the only thing he found to be good about him is the ability to spam. I think he gets reset when he gets damaged, but he's got high hit points too. I think, doesn't he?
He does. He's really tanky. So
yeah, Jose said he loved Warcraft, even though the critics are being too harsh on it. Dude, think about what it is. Okay, first off, I was an Alliance player. I was Horde, so I can only imagine for an Alliance player what it was like seeing all that. I mean, I played some Alliance characters, but not like Horde. And Stormwind and all that. I mean, Kirazan wasn't quite what I thought it was gonna be. Kirazan was one of my favorite raids there of all time, so it was pretty cool. I mean, we got to be in Kirazan. The book, the library part was really cool. But yeah, so it was interesting. I liked it. I think they did a good job with it. It's better than 99.9% of the other video game movies that have been made, so we're moving in the right direction. So if they can hit a home run with Assassin's Creed and Warcraft in the same year, that'd be really good for gaming movies. We'll start to see a huge. Maybe they'll become the new superhero movie.
That'd be way cool.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I think that how they left the story, I think they left it really wide open for the next one, and I hope they are bringing in another one.
Yeah, I think so.
I
think now it could be more focused on the Horde, because now Thrall. We're going to learn about Thrall. If you guys don't know the story about Thrall, Thrall gets found by humans, and they raise him, and then all of a sudden, the Horde and the humans, the portal shut, so the Horde and the humans now kind of fight it out, and the Hordes start getting put into like internment camps. So the Orcs get put into internment camps, and they're kind of just in these camps, and then a lot of people are taking them and they're using them for gladiator combat, which like the movie Gladiator, and that's kind of what happens to Thrall. Thrall's kind of like the Gladiator movie, almost exactly the same story, and he gets he becomes real good. He's a real good gladiator and all this. He ends up getting out somehow. Oh, that girl frees him. You actually free him in the game. If you play the game, you know the story too, because that girl frees him. He falls in love, kind of falls in love or whatever with I don't know if it's not Jaina. I don't think. I think it's a different girl. It's a human girl, and she frees him, from this, and he gets out, and then he meets up with I can't remember if it's Grom Hellscream or if it's Orgrim Doomhammer. I think it's Orgrim Doomhammer he meets up with. Anyways, they go on, and then then he finds out who he is. He's child to the to Durotan and all those we saw Draka in the movie, and then he becomes obviously the chieftain of the Horde. He brings all the orcs together. He brings them up underneath that banner, and then he hooks up with the trolls and all these other people. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they can do with it, and there's so much stuff they can show in the game. I liked how they, they hinted back to a lot of the dungeons and stuff like that. So it was cool, man. They did a good job overall. I'm gonna say, don't take somebody that doesn't know the movie or know the game or know the history or whatever, because the whole time you're gonna be wanting to tell them what's going on. You know what I mean?
It's just like the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, do you know who that guy is?
Well, but most people know like Spider-Man, and most people know Batman. You know what I mean? They know who they are, so it's not that much of an explanation. There's some people, probably in your family or friend circle that really don't know anything about Warcraft. You know what I mean? They have no idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know orcs or whatever. I mean, they think orcs, they think like Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. So they don't know Stormwind. They don't know they ride on griffins. They don't know that that the orcs are just huge, massive, beasts. They don't understand that what a guardian of Tirisfal is. There's a lot of things that they don't get. So it's going to be a little bit confusing for them. So yeah, I mean, if you got a family or friend that lives close to you and you can go see it together, that's the way to do it. I think. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. So.
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, I know you're cutting it off soon, and I got to go anyway.
Yep.
So
9:30, baby. It's 9:30. We're cutting it perfect, right at the right time. I got one last challenge I'm going to do, and then we're going to end it. So I hope Grand Patron has a great week. I hope Dartron feels
you guys
better.
too. Everybody has a great week.
Yeah.
Everybody have a great time, and make sure you're praying for those people in Miami, man.
What happened?
Praying for those people in
the
Miami?
shooting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook. I didn't really get a chance to look at it too much, but
Pretty sad story.
Pretty sad. Just pray for everybody involved.
Yeah,
That's
what's
all
going
I
on
can
in
say.
Florida? The other girl got shot the other day too. Some girl from The Voice.
Yeah, that was
in
pretty
Orlando,
sad too.
and in Miami they got some going on. My goodness, man, stay out of Florida, I guess. Don't vacation down in Florida for summer break. It's crazy.
And famous Gordie Howe died too. So a lot of
Who did he say?
famous people. Gordie Howe.
Who's that?
Gordie Howe died. Gordie Howe, the famous hockey player from the
He's Canadian.
Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, Orlando, not Miami. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, Orlando, not Miami.
All right.
Anyway, pray for those people.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Have a great week. Don't forget, check out loreskunt.com. All the goodies are up there. All the guides, articles, videos. If you missed any of the videos we released recently, you can always check them out there or on the channel. If you're new to the channel, you're just watching a replay of this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified when we go live or upload new videos. Appreciate everybody that came on tonight. Appreciate Team Skunk for a great raid. Appreciate all the other Team Skunk guilds that are doing a great job as well. And we'll see you guys real soon.